ये स्टार्ट हो गया। मैं आईडी डाल देता हूँ कैनवा की। कैनवा है
क्या गर्मी करा रखी है सर।
सर
बाहर तो ऐसे और स्कूटर पे आया मैं आज ये टाई वाई लगा के बचपन के दिन याद आ रहे हैं मेरे को तो। स्कूल जाया करते थे टाई लगा के स्कूटर पे।
भाई वर्मा कैप्सूल बम करना पर वर्मा कुछ
सही तो है
7687 @gmail.com पासवर्ड में है उसका 8952011339।
क्या घर बंद करके आया क्यों आंटी मम्मा तो घर पे अकेली बंद कर बाहर से उतर के आ रही है दादाजी कोई आ जाएगा।
ओके सर ये पूरा पीपीटी
सर जॉइंट
सही बात है सर।
और फिर यहाँ तो खाने में कुछ बनाना पड़ रहा है।
सर मेरा लॉगिन कर लूँ मैं।
क्या बात ये
सब है आप हटा देंगे
मेरे को भेज दो ना क्या दिक्कत है उसमें।
आपको भी लॉगिन करना पड़ेगा बात तो एक ही
नहीं मेरा तो लॉगिन आ ना चलो
नहीं है ना आपका नहीं है तभी तो हो जा भाई हो जा ये लो
3 मिनट का टाइम है चेक करने का। Hello, Mr. Ravindran. How are you today? You will have to unmute yourself.
Okay. Unmute.
Yeah, I can hear you now. So,
Okay,
how
can you
are you today?
Can hear me, isn't it?
நாலு நாங்க நல்லா இருக்கேன். நீங்க எப்படி இருக்கீங்க?
ரொம்ப சௌக்கியமா இருக்காரு. ஆனா தமிழ் தான், இதுதான்
ரொம்ப
தமிழ்.
சந்தோஷம், ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம். எனக்கு நாலஞ்சு ஒன்னு ரெண்டு மூணு நாலு வருஷம் அங்கே இருந்துட்டேன். பின்ன கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் தமிழ், கொஞ்சம் மலையாளம், கொஞ்சம் கூர்கி எனக்கு தெரியும். ஜாஸ்தி ஒன்றும் இல்லை.
இது போதும் இதே ரொம்ப ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்காது.
So how are things today the team is joining,
and by one will follow, definitely, no doubt.
Okay, so shall we start?
Yes, let us do that.
Okay, so let me mute you and then I'll continue with the process. Is that okay?
Okay, fine.
Anyone who wants to interact can raise their hands and I'll ask to unmute and then we can have a discussion. And all the questions we will answer at the end of the presentation, if that's okay. Yeah?
Fine.
Okay. So before any more delay, let's continue with the webinar today. The group that we are discussing about is the taxway group. And before we continue, let us understand as to why we are sitting here. Because every meeting, every discussion has to have a purpose. So today we are actually discussing a business opportunity in the edtech sector, right? So edtech is something which is growing on a very rapid pace nowadays. So the company that is pioneering this particular concept across India has been established in 2002. And the sole purpose was to simplify the complex and a very complicated process of taxation. Taxation as such is very, very complex. And all the endeavors were to make this, very simple for a common man to be able to file his own taxes. And in the process, the founder of Taxway, Mr. Niranjan Mahavar, thought, why not make it a franchising business? Because there are so many people who want to start their own, taxation business also. And they are not CAs, they are not even accountants. So, but they want to do something because there are so many people who want to do something of their own. So being, very, very, very good opportunity, we found a very, very good team through this business. And right now we have across, 10,000 branches almost across India with 20 ventures. And each and every venture is, focused to make things simple. Things very, very affordable, very, very easy. And, at the very onset, his own ideas of simplicity and simplification of the things has also given good results. In fact, Mr. Niranjan Mahavar, whose photograph you can see over on the screen, has been awarded the Entrepreneur of the Year in 2021. He is also an awardee of Gaurav, Rajasthan Gaurav in 2010. So his efforts and his thinking were very well received in the market. Businesses, common man, the customers accepted the way of working. The simplified process were accepted by the common man, and people who joined us as our franchisees also are doing good. They are able to afford, the standard of living that every person wants to achieve in today's world. So they are able to actually win bread with our concepts and actually take care of their families. Now, as I told you, we are, there in almost every sector right now. So there are very ventures that we have, and taxation, like I told you, has multiple brands. So we have GoTax, we have eTaxway, we have bulk taxation factory. We are into finance, we are into media. We have our own publication house. Fashion is also one area we are very, very keen into. Franchising business is, of course, our forte, because every business opportunity that we have is to be duplicated, is to be adopted in a way of franchising, and people can very, very easily run these businesses because they have been structured like that. IT, of course, is something that you cannot do without, because right now everything is going from offline to online. So right now, if our business is not visible on the line, it cannot grow. It cannot grow and cross the boundaries of a local geography, right? Club and literature also is something we are very, very fond of. We have our own Literary Society of India, which is pioneering the spread of art and culture across India. And of course, education, because we believe that education lays down the foundation of every industry, every society. So we also thought, and the founder of Taxway Group, Mr. Niranjan Mahawar, is very passionate about these education-related franchisees. And because of this thinking, we introduced Bagless. Because as the name suggests, we want to, almost cut down the burden of education on the shoulders. Right now, students, the little kids, people who are aspiring for, competitive exams, who want to join the government offices or want to join a government job. People who are looking for IGPs, they are all, aspiring to learn more, get more information. But somewhere down the line, they are not able to perform because there is too much of information. There is an explosion of information. So Bagless works in that direction. And this is the team which is there to, assist you as a franchisee to grow in your business. And of course, they have their own skill sets. There are so many leaders like me who are there to help you, to launch you, and to make you a success in our businesses. Now, like I told you, see, Bagless is the core of Bagless is stress-free education. Because every concept, every functionality, every thought behind Bagless's various courses is stress-free education. And that is possible only if learning becomes automated. See, if learning is not automated, there are so much of information that a kid has to learn, kid has to remember, kid has to again and again repeat it. And of course, during those 3 hours, he has to recall everything which he might have learned or not learned, or maybe he skipped it. And then those 3 hours, his performance in those 3 hours will define whether he is a brilliant student, whether he is a sincere student, whether he will be perceived as a good candidate for any job. Because see, in our society, mark sheet is something which plays a very, very important role. And the core fundamental principle of Bagless is to make learning stress-free, make it automated, so that the actual mark sheet, actual performance of the kid improves and he excels in whatever he is doing. Now, see, when you talk about education, there are so many things like exam phobia, depression in today's child, stress. People get, the kids get fevers. But they don't want to go to schools. They are so scared of a few subjects. So, see, when we were in play school, kindergarten, I believe we have all learned Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And right now also, if I say twinkle, twinkle, little star, all of you will go to the second line and you will, give me the second line as well. But it is not possible that you might have learned it yesterday or maybe the last month or maybe the last year. It was simply there in your mind, because in kindergarten, most of the studies happen in a play weight technique. That is why the name kindergarten, right? But as we progress from first to second to third, and the classes are slowly increased, and the kind of information that we get, the subjects that we get, the pressure builds up. So that play weight technique somehow loses its course, and then the reading and writing and repeating method comes into focus. And now most of the schools are doing the same thing only. They give lots and lots of information, right? They make sure that you have the best of the teachers. They have the best of the curriculums. They have the best of the infrastructure. They make you learn. They make you understand everything. They make you write everything. They make you, read lots of good books which are available right now in various curriculums. But the problem is on the fourth dimension, that is memorization, because every information has to be memorized, has to be put in the brain. Because when you're writing the exams, you don't get a book along with you where you can read and write it, right? So you have to memorize everything, and that is where the role of mnemonic science comes into play. Because when you're reading, when you're writing, when you're understanding, school is taken care of it wonderfully. But memorization, up till now, there was no way. You just have to, cram the whole thing. And when the child is sitting in the examination hall, you just remember, okay, if I get a simple hint, if I just get one word, I will be able to, take out the whole answer out of it. And there lies the problem, and there lies the solution as well. Because mnemonics, or brain science or memory science, is actually giving you those hints which will actually help you in recalling those answers that you might have learned. Recall those long answers, short answers, jumble answers. So everything is there in your mind. It just simply needs a hint. So memory science, or mnemonic science as we call it, gives you all these hints. And there are many, many wonderful techniques and concepts of how to revamp the entire education delivery system. I will repeat myself. We are transforming the education delivery system. We have nothing to do with education, because education, the schools are doing a wonderful job as it is. All the information is there. But how do we inculcate that into the brain? How do we, input or, keep it into the brain is the entire problem. Right? So there, the mnemonic science plays a very, very important role. And we are, we have already developed a platform, Bagless platform. The name Bagless is, of course, giving the indication that we are trying to reduce the burden. We are trying to reduce the size of the bag. We are trying to reduce the stress on the kids right now. And platform is something which is very, very common, very, very adaptable, very, very expected and accepted by everyone throughout the globe. If you want to buy something, you go on a platform. If you want to sell something, you go on a platform. If you want to do some window shopping, you go on a platform. Because right now, all the businesses that are growing are a platform. They have a different concept. Suppose you talk about Amazon, it is a platform. You talk about Facebook, it is a social platform where you interact and have lots of things. You could talk about Twitter, you talk about Instagram. Right now, see, everything happens on the platforms. Even right now, I must mention it. It just came to my mind. Right now, you have a war going on between Russia and Ukraine. And most of the actual fighting is happening, but maybe 50 times more the actual fighting is happening on the digital platform. Information wars are happening, right? So everything, even the war is being taken over by a platform. So the point that I'm trying to make is everything, starting from education, starting from our daily routines, starting from the business models, people are moving from offline things, offline schools, offline offices, offline businesses to online platforms, because that gives you a very, very phenomenal reach across the country, right? So we have created a platform for you, an education-based platform where you have the memory training, where you have academic trainings, where you will be taught the various mnemonic science techniques and methodologies, and not by one person. It will be taught by many different people who are specializing in their own fields, who are trying to give you various techniques. Whichever technique you find suitable for you, you can purchase it and you can start, using them. So as a student, your life becomes very, very easy, because somehow down the line, you are able to get what you want at a very, very reasonable price. And to your own satisfaction, you can have animated videos, you can have recorded videos, you can have live sessions, you can have one-on-one interactions with the trainers. So there is lots and lots of facilities which are being given at one go, at one single platform. So this is a solution that we have designed, right? But then if you talk about a business opportunity is actually something, if I talk about what is a good business opportunity, there are, if I say there are 5 elements of a good business opportunity. First, there should be a futuristic demand. There should be a market scope, right? First thing, there should be a market scope. Second is, it should have a good tenure. It should not change with fashion, right? Third, there should be a profitable and proven return of investment. Fourth, that particular business should be, it should be in such a format that it could be, easily adopted and implemented in various locations. It should not be unipolar. It should be multipolar. So one person should not only be able to do it. It should be so simple that anyone can adopt it as a franchisee and do it in their own areas. And the last part, very, very important part, the team that is pioneering, the team that is supporting, the core fundamental team should have the competency, should have the skill set, should be so innovative and should be so enthusiastic to support the franchisees, because until and unless you get everything from the scratch to the very end mile, you will not be able to sustain in a good, thriving ecosystem. So we believe that our business has those 5 potentials and falls under the category of a good business opportunity. Even the coverage that we get, we have been called one of its kind e-based learning platform for all learners. So it is not segmented. We have got something for everything on the platform. Be it a kid, be it a person looking or maybe a government job aspirant, right? So everything is available on one single platform. And the best part is, it is inculcated with mnemonic science techniques. So you learn and it gets automatically engraved in your brain. So you don't have to put much effort to actually memorize it. It happens automatically. And when you are actually sitting and giving exams, the brain gets hints from the question itself and you get the answers ready, which of course, increases your mark sheet, because that is the entire focus. Now, when you talk about the assured market scope, as I was saying, it should have an assured market scope. There are two articles that I would like to draw your attention to. The first one was the Economic Times. Now, it says that the Indian edtech industry market size is to reach 30 billion. My God, 30 billion in 10 years. This was published in the year 2021. The exact date is 28th of April, 2021. So this particular news gives you the market size which is there to be profited upon, right? So $30 billion is a huge chunk. And that is why you see so many companies going or venturing into edtech business. Now, the second article here is from the Indian Express. And it says, like I was discussing, most of the focus right now is moving from offline to online. See, our kids are doing something wonderful, something amazing that none of us did, right? We all went to schools. We all had to go to a classroom. We all had to stay there in the school, and then only we are where we are. But our kids, for the last 2.5 years, sitting at home, studying at home, doing all your studies at home, online, giving exams, and crossing to the next class. So they have experienced something which gave us the confidence that online business, online learning is possible. We can make it better by incorporating the mnemonic science techniques into it. So that is why we formulated this Bagless. We did a trial run for 2 years. We got very good results, and now with the name of Bagless, we are launching it across. Now, how do we work? So if you're talking about future, if you're talking about the target audience, if you're talking about the segment that we are focusing on, our segment is a kid. Our segment is a student who is learning something or the other. See, a family is the most important part of a society. And when I say a family is focused entirely to make their kids a better human being, a successful human being. They do everything in their power to ensure that their kids get good education, good environment, good standard of living. They get all the gadgets which are available, and they ensure that everything is given to them which will help them get a better future, right? So our focus is that particular unit, the student, the kid of the entire society, because everyone is focused at them. All the things that are happening around in our society, in the entire country, in the entire world, is focused on the kids, the future, right? Of every society, of every country, of every family. So we are focusing on them. Will any family feel that, no, I don't want my kids to be happy? No, I don't want my kids to be stress-free when they're education, when they're studying, when the education is happening. I want my kids to be depressed. I want my kids to be, highly studying all the time, fully engrossed in their books. Nobody wants that, but that is the requirement. So that is the focus area we have identified and we have developed into a business. Now we do school tie-ups. You can go to the coaching centers. You can talk to them, because right now for the last 2 years, coaching centers are badly hurt. There are so many coaching centers which are doing well, but now the students have stopped coming to them because they are going to online education, right? So they can upgrade themselves. They can have an online presence, and they can actually give their classes in a mnemonic-based way. They can deliver their classes. They can deliver whatever they are teaching with mnemonic techniques, which will actually help them give good results, right? Tuition centers are there. And every person has a natural market, has a referral market, which is based on the society, which is based on the center of influence, which is based on the connections that you have in the society. And of course, digitally, you can go globally. There is no, binding you if you go on a digital platform. People are doing business on WhatsApp, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, you name it, and they are using those techniques, the tools, to grow, right? So this is the approach that we are taking. And if you say, what will be your job if you have this business opportunity, if you go to this business opportunity, and if you become a part of Bagless, what will be your work? What will you have to do to be in this business? Because see, online platform we have already created, right? There is no R&D, or there is no work that you will have to do to develop that particular platform that we have already created. Then what is your job? What is your activity? What all activities you will have to do on a daily basis to do this business? Let us understand that, right? So you can be a part of this business in two ways. One, as a trainer, where you are maybe a coaching institute holder, maybe you run your own tuition center, maybe you are a subject matter expert and you teach a particular subject. Right now, the students are not coming. Maybe you have a pressure to give good results. So you can learn all these techniques from us, and you can give training in your particular geographies on whatever subject that you're teaching. You can incorporate those techniques and you can impart it to the students. That is one way. Second way, you can also, there are so many courses available on the platform, starting from kindergarten to the 12th standard, to abacus, to Vedic maths, to hobby classes, to medical related courses. There are so many courses which are available on the platform. You can sell them as well, and you can get a commission out of it as well. So there are two kinds of work that you can do as a memory trainer. One is have your own classes, and the second is you can sell the horde of courses that we have on the platform, and while doing so, you can earn handsome commissions. Now, this is as a trainer. This is your work as a trainer. But now, what about if you want to work in a bigger manner, on a wider platform? Right. So you become a management level franchisee with us, and you can work as a management franchisee. So once you're talking about a management franchisee, this image gives you a description of how it is made. So these dots that you can see is one person who is either teaching the students in a B2C format, or maybe selling courses. Now, the first one that you see here, the city management franchisee, a city management franchisee holder will have multiple distributors in that particular city. And whenever a distributor works, that particular city franchisee will get a commission on the team working. Now, if you look at the district, there are 2 to 3 cities in every district, and whenever a city a distributor works, the district franchise is also getting benefited on the team working. But you can see the difference here. The number of people who are working for you increases, right? Same goes for a zone. We have 2 to 3 districts in one zone. And then, of course, you have the state master franchisee, where you become the master of the entire state. So anything which is happening in your state, be it any distributor, you get the benefit out of it. So there are 2 kinds of work which are happening through Bagless business model. One is a B2C, where a person is working and getting benefited, And the second model is the management model, where you manage the team, you manage the area, facilitate between that particular distributor and the company, and get the benefit of a mass of distributors working in your area. So this is the major difference between the two models. It is very, very common. Now, the various features that we give to the management franchisees are very important. The first one, break-even webinar. Now, this is something very, very important, because we believe that if you are able to establish in your business, learn all the methodologies, all the concepts, the processes, the platform functionality, if everything is clear to you, you will be able to generate good revenues, and you can be able to represent us in a very nice manner, right? So to ensure your success, to ensure your launch, to establish you as a bagless expert in your particular location, we give you a webinar which is dedicated to you, and the focus of that webinar is to get whatever money you paid us as a franchisee fee. We try to generate that much amount of revenue in those webinars, so that the amount is returned back to you very quickly. It is seen that 2 to 3 break-even webinars will give you the entire money back, entire franchisee fee back to you, whatever fees that you have invested. We'll see that calculation later on. Second is the management software. See, every business has some nitty-gritties which are specific to that business. So this is a ERP we have developed, which is as per our business requirements. It will be given to you, and of course, training will also be given to you on this as to how to function on this particular software. Marketing plays a very, very important role, and images, because see, we are a mnemonic-based business, so we understand the importance of images and videos. It is said that one image is equal to 1,000 words. So instead of talking about it, and instead of trying to convince people, we send across so many images and videos which communicate to your prospect as to what kind of business you are into, which helps you grow, which helps you convert, right? We will of course teach you the methods and the concept, both in online and offline manner. We will also have a lifetime hand-holding support. Now, what is this lifetime hand-holding support? See, we understand that you are yourselves, established in whatever work that you're doing, right? But since you are sitting here, you are looking for something or the other more to, maybe a new business, maybe a good business opportunity, maybe something which gives you a little bit of more earning. That is why you're sitting here. So we know that to make a person earn from us, you will have to know every nitty-gritty. And you might be good in your work, whatever you're doing, but we are clear that we will have to give you support until and unless you become independent, you become comfortable. So there's a hand-holding support. We are there. I personally take care of franchisees. There are many, many more experts who are mnemonic science experts who will give you tips and tricks about the mnemonic science itself. There is Mr. Naveen Agarwal, who is mentoring this particular approach of various methods. We give you sales and marketing sessions as to how to take this science to others, how to spread this. Because see, we believe that we are not selling. We fundamentally believe we are not selling. We also believe that you also don't have to sell. Then how will the business grow? So since this is education, since this is learning, have you ever seen a very good school going across and trying to sell it to somebody? Please, hamare school mein aana, come to our school, get admitted in our school. No, they just publish whatever they are doing. If it is a good school, if it is a good center of learning, there will be a queue outside who want to get enrolled. So we believe that our business is into education, is into learning, and we are empowering the education delivery mechanism, right? So if you become an expert, if you understand how to present it, then you don't have to sell, you just have to educate. You just have to make people aware about the science, because people don't know about it, right? Once they become aware, they will be able to understand the importance, that they themselves will buy it from you. You will never have to sell this, right? So you just have to make people aware, and to do this, you just have to invite them to webinars. Like today, we are discussing a business opportunity, and you are all sitting here by the invitation of Mr. Ramendran. He invited you to this webinar, right? So this is the kind of work that you are doing. To grow your business, you will just have to invite people where experts will be talking about this science, its uses to the kids, and they will be demonstrating the science. They will demonstrate how easy it is for anyone to learn anything, right? So once they see the magic there, they will be able to gel with you. They will be able to buy from you. Of course, we will give you the authorization certificates, the training certificates, which shows that you have the authority to do this business. And of course, there are unlimited public webinars, because this is the model that we are working on. You just have to invite people to the webinars, and then if you become proficient in inviting people, that is the only thing you have to do. Invite people, and invite people. Once they come to us, we show them the magic. They understand the importance of this particular thing for the kids. They buy it. It is that simple, right? Now, let me share the commission structure with you here. Now, as I told you, there are two types of franchisees. One is the self-working franchisee, which is the counselor. He earns by his own work. And there is the management franchisee. So there is a city level, district level, zone level, and a state level. Now, the fee, the franchisee fee for a counselor is 29,999 rupees, right? For a city, it is 99,999, right? So a lakh rupees. For a district, it's approximately 2 lakhs. For a zone, it's 5 lakh. A zone comprises of 2 to 3 districts, depending on the population, depending on the the prospects in that particular area. And of course, the state price is dynamic, because if it is a big state, the price is more. If it is a small state, the price is less. Now, the commission structure, or if I say the revenue streams, are of 2 types. In this business, there are 2 types of earning, right? One is through selling the courses which are available on the platform. So if you are yourself selling a course which is available on the platform, a counselor will be able to get between 40 to 50%. See, why we are saying between? Because there are so many products, so many type of courses, and depending on the course which will be shared with you on your product list, the course list, the commission varies between 40 to 50%. For a city, if he's selling an online course, he will be getting 45% to 55%. District will get from 50 to 60. A zone will get 55 to 65%, and a state will get from 60 to 70%. Now, that is for self-working. But remember, whenever you're talking about a team, because the management franchisees get benefit because they are managing a team, right? So if a team sells something, a city will get 5% of that. Whatever revenue they are generating, you get 5% of that. District again will get 5%. Zone again will get 5%. And again, the state will also get the 5%. But this 5%, the chunk will keep on expanding. The number of councillors working under a city will be, maybe 50 to 80, right? But when you say a district, and there are maybe 3 districts in a city, or maybe, I'm sorry, 3 cities in a district. So it is 80 multiplied by 3. So the number of councillors increase, and so that 5% will give you a handsome benefit. The amount will be quite big. Now, there is something which is called, franchisee opening commission. Now, we call it an FOC. See, right now, the focus is also on building team. And that is why we have made this model into a franchisee self-working model and franchisee management model. So if you are able to manage teams, if you like managing teams, if you are able to control people, if you are able to help people, if you are able to maybe help them grow business. So if you have a management mindset, if you can fundamentally manage a big team, we have given you an opportunity where if you yourself introduce somebody to the system, somebody to the company, if anybody understands this business, you tell them about this business, you clear their doubts, you educate them about this business and the business opportunity, and if they decide to join us, a city will get 15% of the franchisee fee, a district will get 17%, a zone will get 19%, and a state level management franchisee will get 21% of the franchisee fee. Right? That is why we are giving it as a franchisee opening commission. Now, there is, of course, an offer. The franchising opening commission that I just shared with you, 15, 17, 19, and 21. This is the common percentage. But remember, we told you about the break-even offer that we are giving in the month of March. Given it is the ending of a financial year, this is the last quarter, this is the last month of the financial year. So we have given a wonderful offer for the management level franchisees, where instead of 15% until they get this break even. So suppose if a city is paying us a 1 lakh of rupees as a franchisee fee, until they recover that 1 lakh from us, they will get 35% as franchisee opening commission instead of 15%. A district will get 40% franchising opening commission instead of 17%. A zone will get 45% instead of 19%. And a state level franchisee will get straight 50% of whatever revenue is generated in their state from the expansion of the team, and they will be getting 50% instead of 21%. So this is a very good business opportunity and an opportunity to get whatever you invest back quickly and learn the entire system, introduce good people to the team, and lay down a good fundamental strong foundation of your business. And in fact, doing so, you will get your very, very handsome commission as well. Now, there is this offer, one more offer, valid till 31st March it is. So a counselor is approximately 30,000 rupees, right? But if you pay in installment, it will remain the same. But if you decide, okay, boss, I have to take advantage of this offer, and you pay in one shot, so instead of 30,000 or so-called 29,999, you just have to give us 14,999. So almost 50%. Yeah. A city, instead of a lakh of rupee, they have to give us only 49,999. So again, 50%. A district, Instead of 2 lakhs, they have to give only 99,999. So again, a 50% discount, and it is all on one shot payment, right? And if somebody is going for a big time partnership with us and going for the zone, instead of 5 lakh rupees, they just have to give us 2,49,999 rupees, and this is valid only till 31st March. So this is the bonanza offer right now, because we are looking to expand in the south. We don't have any huge team there. We are looking for good partners in Kerala, Karnataka. We are looking for good partners in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha. Of course, we are doing gradually. We are increasing, but down south in the 4 states, we are looking for good partners, and that is why we have given this opportunity for you. Now, again, this is something which is to be understood very clearly. We are also giving you a reward balance. Now, reward balance is something which is to give you this liberty to understand your business, to grow your business, to publicize your business. So whenever you're giving us a franchisee fee, we are giving you a reward balance which can be utilized in any course that you sell, and you can earn from it. So 50,000 magical reward points will be given to a counselor. 2 lakh reward points will be given to a city franchisee, which is twice the amount, 2x. 5 lakh reward points will be given to a district level franchisee. 15 lakh will be given to a zone. And of course, state will be depending on which state we are talking about. And that will be discussed on a one-on-one basis, because he will be a senior player. We will like to give him more benefit, and he will be playing a very, very important role in the development on that particular state. So this is the dynamic offer that we have. Any counselor who was joining before 31st of March will get 50,000 reward points. City will get 2 lakh, district will get 5 lakh, zone will get 15 lakh, and state will be much, much higher. So this was the business opportunity that I wanted to share with you. I have shared that 5 elements should be there in every good business opportunity. First, there should be a market scope. So we saw that in the next 9 years, our business market will be of 30 billion US dollars. We also understood that everybody is moving from offline to online. Now, the third thing that we understood is we are focusing on children. The need to upgrade, the need to learn never ceases. It is constant. So our business need will always be constant. Our business will always be thriving, will always be growing. We saw that taxway is fundamentally efficient enough to manage the franchising model, and we have various companies working in that particular model successfully. Many franchisees are doing good, earning a good livelihood, and the team that you saw which is there to support you. I also shared that the owner, the founder, the mind behind the entire projects that we run in the Bagless group has been awarded the Entrepreneur of the Year for 2021. So there are good minds which are there to support you. So now I would like to take all your questions and I will try to answer them. You can raise your hands one by one, and I would like to, I would like to invite you, and then we'll have a discussion, and I'll try to answer your questions. Please go ahead. You can raise your hands. Technical team, kindly assist. Whoever is joining who wants to ask question, kindly unmute that person so that we can talk. Sir, you can tell the team to raise their hands so we can unmute that particular person. You can raise your hand. There is functionality at the bottom of Zoom where you can just raise your hands, and then we can tell you to unmute. Yes, Ravinder sir.
Please. Anybody having any question, please raise your hand. Or you can definitely come back to me later on. It doesn't matter. We can have a face-to-face discussion as well. Thank you.
And of course, if you have a very warm discussion happening, if you have a very good team and a very thriving discussion, you can always connect me.
Great. Thank you. Thanks very much indeed.
I'll be obliged. I am looking to go back to South. I want to come there. I want to work there. I've been there and I know it is God's own country. Truly, it is God's own country. So I'm looking for an invitation from you.
Great. Thank you. Yes, definitely. We'll do that.
Yeah. So if it is no, there is. If everything is clear, you can have a discussion.
None raising their hand.
Yeah, so there is one person, I believe. Yeah, Roshni ma'am.
Can you give us a preview of your classes?
Absolutely. So what you need to do is you can go to the Play Store, download our app from Play Store. It's Bagless India. If you download it, there are so many demos which are available there. You can simply go browse to the entire platform, click on demos, and of course, you will be able to see the various kinds of trainings that we have. Maybe you will find a demonstration where somebody, or maybe I am teaching certain skills. You will be able to see animated videos. So you can just go ahead and browse the entire platform.
Roshni is a doctor. She is a dentist.
Oh, very good. So I would like to share here that my wife is also a physiotherapist. We run a clinic here, and by the grace of God, we are able to help people a lot. And teeth is, of course, very important.
Yes.
So, Roshni ma'am, since you are already into healthcare, why not join us into the health of the brain? Because, you know, brain works. And if the brain is functioning properly, then only the entire body will be functioning properly. You yourself are into the healthcare business. Why not help us heal students across the country, especially in the South?
Yeah, we'll think about that.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
She is now busy with RIAMs. In fact, she is uploading a lot of RIAMs in YouTube.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So why not do it on Bagless?
Yes, why not? Yes, definitely. We can do that. Yes.
So we have a program that we can discuss of this session where you can have your own classes. You can have your own courses on the platform. If somebody buys it, you get revenues out of it. So that is one more source of earning for you.
Beautiful. Excellent.
So you can design your own courses. If you want us, we can help you design the course, and the whole team will be, making efforts to sell it. So you'll get your royalty.
Okay.
So, Mr. Ravindran, I believe.
Please. Any questions, please?
So I believe most of the questions have been answered, and I'm sure that many people will come to you after this session. You can have a discussion with them,
Yeah.
And of course, we can again connect, and if you have any doubts, we can clear them off. Right. So I will urge you all to take advantage of this business, opportunity. We have given a fundamental opportunity in the month of March, given it is a closing month. So take this opportunity, get handsome commission percentages, get handsome reward points, and join this mission to make India into a truly bagless learning education system. It was good talking to you all, and see you soon. Ravindran sir, it was nice discussing with you. We'll connect, right? Bye.
Yeah.
Have a good night. Take care.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.